Who I am. I am an Aboriginal. Where do I belong? I belong to this land. This land is my motherland. I was born of my land and it's important to me because I have the name of the land and I belong to the land. I tell the history stories because they are all about our people. Our history stories are all about the people who walked on this land and protected this land and cared about this creation. Our people knew how to look after this land because God the Creator gave them this responsibility to look after the animals and to guide this land. In the mornings, women went hunting to look for bush foods, and the men went out fishing and turtle hunting. When they came back home, they cooked the food they gathered. When everything was cooked, they called in other clans to share the meals with them. This is a history story. When I tell the history stories, I feel God is with me and I have to teach. I have to tell the stories for the future, the stories of how the people walked on this land. They were guided by the Creator God, who lived among our people and gave us words to pass on to our children, and how the great Spirit of God made this land, and walked and planted everything in this land. Through their stories, they felt the Spirit of God was with them, telling stories, sitting around the campfire, and sharing the words with each other is very important. When we see the symbol of people sitting around the campfire, we see the symbol of the fire, which is the Holy Spirit, guiding and filling them and giving them authority. God is with them. This is the story of my people who walked and left the footprint, so we will remember their stories so we can pass it on to others. I was thinking about the land. The land represents the people, their culture, their dreamings and ceremonies. I think it is like a tree with all the roots of the land connecting to us. When we look at all the dominations of cultures, there are roots going in other directions. When we think about land, it is important that we are represented ourselves as human beings. When we think about the land, we see our God is so big and we are all related to each other and are sharing our stories. Our culture, we are one family. It's the end of the story.